What's good, YouTube? Hope all is well with you. The Valiant Scents coming at you once again with another fragrance review, another fragrance video. And first of all, shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to all of my listeners and viewers, whether you're listening only or whether you're viewing, because I know some people who only listen, whether you're listening or viewing, or you're doing both and you're subscribed or not. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching this video, and that means support to me, and I couldn't ask for more from you. And we're moving right along with this video. Please continue to like and share this video with others who are fragrance enthusiasts and beginners, if you will, any stage of the fragrance journey. I hope that something that is said in this video is beneficial to at least one person. So we are getting into a review of From the House of Roberto Cavalli. This is Uomo. And you can see the box here. You see the design. Same thing on the top there. And when we get to the juice in the actual bottle, here is the bottle. This is the 60 ml. Very nice. It's got the same design on the bottle, not on the back there, but on the sides. Again, Roberto Cavalli Uomo. Now this one is unique in its own right because on the top, to me, this is unisex. A guy or a girl can rock this, but I tell you why, guys, you can still go ahead and rock this. Some guys may want to stay away from anything feminine. I understand. But this one, you want to hold off just a minute. Yeah. So I'll get into the note breakdown for Roberto Cavalli's Uomo. On the top, we have black violet and saffron. We've got in the middle, honey and lavender. And on the base, we have tonka bean, cedar wood, and patchouli. Now for this one, the reason I say that this is unisex is because on the top and through the mid, you're mostly only getting, or at least for my skin, I only get the violet and the lavender. Now this is still a pleasant fragrance, but for some guys, maybe that might be leaning too feminine, but the violet, the floral note of violet, in this case, black violet, and then the lavender is pretty much what I get in the top and the mid. But on this one, it is key that you wait for the dry down, because in the dry down, you still have that violet, you still have the lavender, but it's a darker version of itself. It gets darker. It gets a little bit earthy. It gets a little bit spicy, a tad bit spicy. It just gets darker and it's much more masculine on the dry down. And then the patchouli comes in at the end. The patchouli comes in at the end. I don't really get any tonka bean or cedar in this. And I don't get honey. I was hoping for some honey, but I don't really get honey in this. So I really just get black violet, and I get the lavender. And then in the dry down, the violet and the lavender become darker versions of themselves. And then I get the patchouli at the end on the base. That's nice for me for only $37. For $37, this is a nice fragrance. So again, if you can wait till the dry down, then this will be something that I think will be beneficial in your fragrance collection when you're going out. Good for cold weather, good for the wintertime, spring nights, fall nights. And I think this will really work for somebody out there. See, when it comes to your unisex fragrances and them radiating off of your skin, the way that they smell to you may not smell the same to somebody else. Now I get that you're the one that's got to wear it, but I would say try this out. Try this out and see what type of reactions that you get. And especially if you wait till it dries down, which means you're going to have to at least wear this for about an hour. You wear this for about an hour and it gets to the dry down. For me, a total, once it gets to the dry down, it was about, I'd say another hour and a half. So it doesn't last that long. Now, if that's not long enough for you, then yeah, maybe this fragrance isn't for you. But for me personally, I don't need a fragrance to last longer than that. I really don't. And anytime I'm ever going out, I usually am not gonna be there for more than 2 hours anyway. So by the time this thing is gone, I'm gone. Works for me. Again, I don't need something to last all day, because there's no point in time where I'm wearing a fragrance all day, not even at work. I don't need to wear it at work the whole time. I wouldn't want to wear it anything at work all day. And so as far as this thing lasting, I'm only going to wear it when I'm going out, cold weather, and I only need it to last maybe 2 to 3 hours max. So this works for me. This works for me. So if that doesn't work for you, you might want to stay away from this, because the performance is not all that great. But for about 2 hours, maybe 3 tops, this is going to work. Like I said, wait for that dry down, and it gets into a darker violet, a dark lavender, and then patchouli at the end. That's what I get out of it, and that's why I'm going to be rocking this, because it works for cold weather. It works especially when it dries down to a darker, more mysterious version of itself, and is very, very masculine. So again, $37, get it off of fragrancebuy.ca. That's my go-to right now. I usually would go to either FragranceNet. I toggle between FragranceNet, Fragrance X, and then fragrancebuy.ca. When it comes to full bottles, I go to other sites for samples. I go to Crystal Fragrance. I go to perfume.com, and then Scent Split for the samples. But yeah, this is nice. Like I said, it's not going to blow your socks off. It's not going to knock your socks off. It's not going to be anything just groundbreaking or anything like that. But for what you're paying for this, in a 60 ml, not a 50, so we got an extra 10 ml for what you would normally pay, and I paid $37 for this. So under 40 bucks, dark violet, dark lavender on the dry down, and some patchouli. This is nice. This is nice. If you're looking for a La Nuit de Cologne clone, I wouldn't say this is it. I wouldn't say this is it, but this is still nice in its own right. So I would say go for it being on its own. Don't buy this looking for a La Nuit de Cologne clone. And I'm happy that it's not a clone anyway, because La Nuit de Cologne is its own thing, and this is its own thing. And so this deserves, to me, this is worthy of the price tag. It's worthy of the price tag. So for $37, a 60 ml bottle of Roberto Cavalli's Uomo, I think it's worth it. So go ahead and check it out. Once again, I appreciate everyone for listening. Appreciate everybody for watching this YouTube video where we review fragrances here on the DeValiant Scents channel. Once again, believe until you stop breathing. If you're not subscribed, please continue to watch, and please consider subscribing to this channel as we continue to grow. Once again, believe until you stop breathing. Shout out to all my subscribers. We'll see you in the next fragrance video.